Hello guys, Robot1 and Charmander here for another Yu-Gi-Oh video, and in today's Yu-Gi-Oh video we are going to be looking at something that I love, something that is the best thing that I've ever played in Yu-Gi-Oh, is my favorite thing in Yu-Gi-Oh. A lot of people should know what we're going to be looking at if they understand what my taste in Yu-Gi-Oh is and my favorite deck in Yu-Gi-Oh, and obviously from the title of the video. But today's Yu-Gi-Oh video is all going to be about my updated hero deck profile. Now, I've been working on heroes. I've been doing this a lot. I have always been working on heroes. I play them constantly in my personal testing whenever I'm like, okay, I've been playing this for a bit, I want to play my favorite deck, so I'm going to go move on to heroes. It's literally my favorite deck in the game that I am always trying to innovate, I'm always trying to make better, I'm always trying to figure out the best build to play in the current format. I've taken this deck to regionals before, I've won locals with this deck, I've made many locals wins with this deck. Like, I've never won a regional with heroes, but hey, I've come close. I've come close, only losing to time. And honestly, I love this deck. And this format, the deck is not any better, I'll admit. The deck is not like tier 1 status. The deck is like tier 2, possibly going into rogue a bit. But the deck is still my favorite deck, and I still want to show it off to you guys because it is my favorite deck, and I've been working on it. And the deck is still really strong in this format. It's still basically just an OTK deck now, so if you want to go second, you can go second and just OTK. Or if you're going first, there are ways to make this deck go first as well, which I put into this deck because when I build decks, I always try to build decks that can go first and second, and I feel like this is a hero build that can go first and second. It just depends on how you play it. So guys, this is my new hero list. I have been testing this, I've been thinking of ratios, I've been thinking of what cards should and shouldn't be in it, and I'm hoping you're going to enjoy it because I am the hero man. I have always loved heroes, and Charmander, you may not have been the first thing on this show, but I'm sorry, I love heroes more than you. Don't play for me. Don't do it. But yeah, without further ado, guys, let's actually get into this because I want to showcase the ratios that I play, the reasons that I play certain cards, and tell you guys my ideas for this deck. So without further ado, let's get into it. So starting off, we obviously play the free Vision Hero Faris because this is pretty much one of the main cards in the deck. If you're playing a hero deck that is not a control build that revolves around other monsters, you need to be playing free Vision Hero Faris, and there's a couple of reasons for this. First reason being, when this card just allows you to send any hero in your hand to the graveyard to go ahead and special summon it. Now, just being able to special summon any hero monster from your hand, this hero monster from your hand is really good because one, it gives you an additional body to go ahead and link summon, and two, it allows you to get dead heroes out of your hand instantly, such as Malicious, that is just an absolutely dead hero in your hand, or something like Shadow Mist that could get you potentially a Surge. So that's the first reason why you want to be playing free Faris, but the second reason is because of on summon, it allows you to place Vision Hero Increase into your spell and trap card zone, and we're playing 2 Vision Hero Increase because this card in your hand is absolutely garbage, but in your deck it's absolutely amazing. It's basically the same mentality as playing 2 Altergeist Silcatus in Altergeist because you want to be able to special summon it, the Multi-Faker, but in Heroes you want to be able to put it in the spell and trap card zone with your Vision Hero Faris, because what Vision Hero Faris does is when it's summoned you get to go ahead and place any Vision Hero into your spell and trap card zone. And what Increase does in the spell and trap card zone is you get to tribute a hero monster that you control, so you could tribute like Faris or something along those lines, special summon it from the spell and trap card zone, and then special summon 1 Vision Hero monster from your deck. And the Vision Hero monster that you will be special summoning is 2 Vision Hero Vion. Now, Vision Hero Vion is pretty much the only monster in this package that is the most powerful. It's the most powerful one. Faris sure has its perks, and Increase is the card that will get you to this, but the whole reason this package is used is because you have Vision Hero Vion. If it wasn't for Vision Hero Vion, you would not use this package. I'm telling you that now. Vision Hero Vion is the whole thing that makes this package usable, and the reason that on summon, Vision Hero Vion allows you to send one hero monster from your deck to the graveyard. Now, as the same reason as Faris, it can send your Destiny Hero Malicious, or your Destiny Hero Shadow Mist, potentially get a search or get an additional summon. Now, obviously, even if we didn't have the Vision Hero Vion, you could go ahead and use the increase effect special summon another Vision Hero from the deck, but you don't really gain any advantage from that, and you play this package for the fact that, oh, I get a free way to summon my Vision Hero Vion from deck, which also gives me the ability to banish one card from my graveyard, one hero card from my graveyard, to go ahead and then search a Polymerization, which just leads to so many more combos. Like, literally, this whole engine is what makes this kind of hero deck possible. If it wasn't for this engine, this hero deck wouldn't really exist, because like the Forest discarding like a Mali to go ahead summon the increase, and then the increase summon the Vion, to then go ahead and just send a hero to the graveyard, and then going ahead and link summoning into the Cross Crusader, for instance, right here, is absolutely insane, and this is what kind of makes the deck really, really strong. So you have to be playing this package of 3-2-2. Honestly, you do not play more than 2 of this though, and you do not play 1 of this. As I said before, it's the same mentality as Silcatus. You want to be playing 2 of this. Also, just something I didn't mention, if you do take any damage, you can go ahead and place this in the Spend Trap Card zone again, to then go ahead and use this effect later on. Just something I didn't mention, so I'll mention that now. But that's the Vision Hero package. It is one of the most important packages in the deck, and really is needed in this kind of build. And Vion's the best card in the package, in theory, but Faris is the whole thing that makes it possible. So, continuing on though with the video, going on to the next set of cards, we do play 2 Elemental Hero Stratos. Now, we play 2 Stratos for a simple reason. I've been seeing a lot of people playing 3 Stratos, and don't get me wrong, I agree with that ratio of 3 Stratos. It depends on the build you're playing of heroes though, depending on really what amount of Stratos you play in a hero deck. This build is definitely a different kind of build that you wouldn't play 2-3 Stratos in, because there is just so many ways to special summon in this deck that Stratos isn't necessarily needed, because you have so many ways to search, you have so many ways to special summon, such as Vision Hero Faris, stuff like Fusion Destiny. I am playing the Destiny Hero package in this deck to a huge extent, so playing 2 Stratos, in my opinion, is just the correct ratio if you're playing the Fusion Destiny package. If you're not playing the Fusion Destiny package, definitely play 3 of this, because this card is absolutely insane. But if you're playing the Fusion Destiny package, you only need to play 2, because like your normal summon is very important, because it's going to go in this deck to normally Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier nowadays, so you can go ahead and special summon the Shadow Mist back and go ahead and get a free Mask Change from the deck to allow you to make stuff like Dark Claw. So that's just the logic behind this. You only need 2. It's your normal summon is very important, and I chose to kind of play 2 in this build, and it's been working really well. So you only need to play 2 Stratos in this version of heroes. Continuing on though, 2 Shadow Mist. This is pretty much standard. To be completely honest with you guys, you don't need to play more than 2 Shadow Mist. 2 Shadow Mist is enough, because you go ahead and just discard it with the Faris to go ahead and get a free search from the deck, or you special summon it back from the graveyard and go ahead and search a Mask Change. It's basically one of your free searches in the entire deck, and you only need to play 2 of this card. It's not really needed at more, and you've got so many ways to search, just like Stratos anyway. Going on to the 1 of Elemental Heroes though, we do play the 1 Liquid Soldier, which is going to be the thing that will mainly special summon back our Shadow Mist from the graveyard. Because what you normally end up doing is normal summoning Liquid Soldier to go ahead and special summon the Shadow Mist. But if you've already got a Mask Change, then the majority of the time what you will do is go ahead and use Polymerization and fuse this away, so you can draw 2 and discard 1. So it's not only special summon from grave, it's also draw power, which is absolutely insane. You only need 1 of this card though, and that's enough for the Liquid Soldier. Continuing on, we also play 1 Honest Neos. It is basically just an Honest. It says I get to discard it and boost anything hero by 2500. It's absolutely good, it's great, and honestly, it's a one-off, and it's searchable, which is the main reason you play. It just helps you OTK, which is really, really nice. Next on to Destiny Heroes though. We play 2 Destiny Hero Malicious. What am I saying? Who plays 1 Destiny Hero Malicious? But you play 2 Malicious. It's the card that literally says you can banish it from the graveyard to go ahead and special summon another copy of itself from the deck. It fluctuates from 2 to 3, 2 to 3, 2 to 3. I wish it was up 3, but you only need 2, to be completely honest, in the heroes. Like, 3 allows you to play through more things, but having 2 is enough to play through Nibiru, and that's why I love this deck, because Destiny Hero Malicious just allows you to play through Nibiru, because it's just a really good card like that can get you to that sort of income. We also do play 1 Destiny Hero Decider. Now, This used to be a Destiny Hero Celestial, and I chose to change that, and that's mainly because of one effect on this card that says when it's summoned, you get to go ahead and during the end phase add any hero monster back from your graveyard to your hand, and to me that is absolutely insane for this fact alone. You can go ahead and normal summon your Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier, special summon a hero from the graveyard, and then during the end phase, you've got rid of that Liquid Soldier, you can go ahead and add the Liquid Soldier back to hand to allow you to do it again. And I feel like that's really good because of one, it gives you slightly more late game potential, which is really nice, and two, you can summon this card really easy with Cross Crusader because it goes ahead and summons a Destiny Hero from the graveyard, so you just go ahead and special summon Destiny Hero Decider, and that allows you to go ahead and make your additional plays and get more cards during the end of the turn, which is just really, really nice. So I feel like this is a really cool one-of in the deck that I've been liking and have preferred over Celestial, to be honest. Celestial's still really good, don't get me wrong, but you have to have no cards in your hand, and it doesn't really guarantee you anything that can help you play the game. So this right now is just better, in my opinion. And finally, for the Destiny Heroes, we play one Destiny Hero Plasma, because this is a skill drain on legs. It literally just says, while it's on the board, all your opponent's monsters are negated, and that's really good. Plus, also, if your opponent has a monster, just take it. It's a 1000 Eyes Restrict, so I'm going to steal your monster, gain half of its attack points, and make Plasma really big. So just really good there as well, being a way to boost itself, and also just being a skill drain is really, really strong. Continuing on though, the last hero card that we're playing is one Evil Hero Adusted Gold. This is the last hero card that we're actually playing, and that's basically because this card gives you additional consistency in the deck and easier ways to clear your opponent's board, because it basically allows you to summon an indestructible Raigeki on legs that boosts itself when it kills stuff. So it's a really good card, you have to play it. I'm not even going to joke about that. But those are all the heroes we actually play. For the hero lineup, there was some things that I was really working on, trying to figure out if I could fit in and if were necessary, such as Solid Soldier. Solid Soldier is always a card that I've really, really liked in the deck, but I found that in this build specifically, you don't want to be playing it because the Liquid Soldier is just so much stronger. So I've kind of fallen back on that, and I'm now testing this build, and I've been really liking this build, and I feel like Solid Soldier isn't really needed because of Liquid Soldier. But that lineup of heroes is perfect for this type of build though, so I would suggest you play that. If you really did want to play another Stratos though, go ahead. This is a 40 card deck, and I just wanted to keep it in 40 cards. So if you want to go up and maybe play a 42 or 41 card deck with Stratos, go ahead, it's completely understandable, but I just prefer 2 Stratos in this build. But continuing on, for hand traps, now you might think we're playing a lot of 2-ups, and you're right, we are playing a lot of 2-ups. We're playing 2 Ash Blossom, 2 Skullmeister, and 2 Nibiru. And the reason behind this is Ash Blossom, even though it's not the best hand trap in the game right now because of a lot of stuff is revolving around the graveyard, a lot of effects still go off that search, but it's still a really strong card, and we're playing 2 of it for that fact alone because it's still a really nice card. We're playing 2 Skullmeister because, in my personal opinion right now, this is one of the best hand traps in the game. It slightly outshines Ash Blossom a bit right now for the pure fact that, well, Skullmeister says when any effect in the graveyard is activated, you just negate that. And in my mind, that makes me think, oh, I can negate Benten, I can negate Qinglong Virtual World Gate, I can negate any Drytron that's in the graveyard, I can negate any card that exists in the graveyard and just say, no, negated, you're not allowed to have that. So 2 Skullmeister, and then finally 2 Nibiru, because, well, control is a thing that exists. I don't want to be playing 3 Nibiru because of that, but with the amount of combos still existing, such as Drytron, Virtual World, all of these decks that say summon more than 5 times, 2 Nibiru is still necessary in my opinion, so I'm playing this ratio because of that. Now, obviously, playing hand traps in heroes is very hard, and finding space is very hard, and also I've been coming to that realization that you need to be playing more of different variety of hand traps, so I've come to that conclusion that playing 2-2-2 is actually just really good, and I'm really liking this ratio of hand traps so far, because say we open an Ash and a Skullmeister, it means that if we did open double hand trap, that Ash could have been another Ash Blossom, and 2 Ash Blossom isn't really good, and I've been realizing this more and more lately, that double hand traps, they're not that great, so, and if they're the same card, because they're hard once per turn, so this is the reason why we're playing like 2 Ash, 2 Skullmeister, 2 Nibiru, because if one, it gives us variety, plus it gives us less chance of drawing those once per turn hand traps that sure are really strong, but other hand traps can do the same job at times as well, such as Skullmeister being able to negate Ben 10 because of Ash would just be able to negate as well. So that's kind of the logic behind that as well. Plus, you need to play Nibiru. Nibiru, this format is absolutely insane, and if you don't want it, you just side it out for the other type of hand traps. Like, you can literally just side more hand traps and change the ratios that you will there. So yeah, that's the ratio of hand traps though. Honestly, I only play 6. I would love to fit more in, but this deck it's so tight on space to keep out 40 cards that it's absolutely insane how hard it is. But continuing on into the spell section of the deck profile, we are playing triple Mask Change as you would in Heroes. Like, this is literally just your summon Dark Claw, summon any of your masked heroes. Like, you play 3 of this card because you have to play 3 of this card. I'm not even going to explain it. But continuing on though, we play 3 equal. As I was saying, we play a lot of searchability in this deck, so 3 equal to go ahead and search out your Shadow Mists, your Stratos to go ahead and get into your Forest if you have to use your normal summon to go into that. Go ahead and search any elemental hero from your deck from your deck, and then just go ahead and search any hero from your deck if you do get Stratos, which is really nice. So 3 equal there. And I have been testing this deck without equal, and honestly, my reasoning behind keeping equal is because I've seen people cut this card, and I was like, okay, they've cut it, maybe I'll try it myself. And I'm like, you're wrong, don't cut equal. It's just so good being able to search any hero from your deck. It's basically rotor free, and it's absolutely insane, especially being able to search Stratos with this card. We also do play though 3 Fusion Destiny. As I said before, Fusion Destiny is in the deck, and it's kind of the reason why I play Stratos at 2, because Fusion Destiny is pretty much just a 1-card Dark Claw in its own right. This card can equal Dark Claw with just 1 card, because you literally just go ahead and send Shadow Mist to the graveyard along with a Mali. Go ahead and summon the just Dread Decimator, and then go ahead, no, not Dread Decimator, the level 6 Fusion, the level 6 Destiny hero, this one, Dangerous. You go ahead and just summon Dangerous from your extra deck, and then you go ahead and banish Mali from the grave and summon Mali, and just go from there. I'm not going to go into the full combo because middle of the video, but this card is absolutely insane in Heroes, and right now it's especially needed. Now, there have been builds that I've played without this card, because honestly I'm not the biggest fan of Fusion Destiny, because obviously it does the one thing that Heroes don't like to do, and that's be locked into a specific attribute. Locking into just heroes is fine, but what this does is, on activation, it locks you into dark hero monsters, and that's kind of like why I've kind of changed the things a bit and made builds without it. But right now, because of the way the format is going, where you need multiple disruptions on your opponent's turn that don't necessarily need to be negates, you need to be playing Fusion Destiny, because card essentially says, oh, I go ahead and summon out a Destiny hero Dangerous from my extra deck, or Destiny hero Dystopia, and then I have a pop on my opponent's turn. I have a 1-card combo. If my turn's been interrupted by a hand trap, for instance, or by a negate, then I can go ahead and still combo up because I have Fusion Destiny. Like, I've been testing this deck, and you need those additional interactions to go even further beyond, or have those additional disruptions on your opponent's turn to actually be able to play the game. So I've been playing Free Fusion Destiny again, and I may not like the card, but the card is still really good and is now necessary in the deck in my personal opinion. You can play with that and then play more disruption cards, maybe more hand traps, stuff like that. Play the first Stratos, take out like 4 cards like the Dangerous and this, but it's just the ratio that I'm going with, and I'm really liking and enjoying the Free Fusion Destiny. But continuing on, we also do play the 1 Hero Lives. This card says summon Stratos from the deck for half my life points. I'm not justifying it at all, because this card is absolutely insane. Konami, never bring this card back to free, or make my heroes tier 0. Or just make heroes in general tier 0, because of, like, there are so many dumb combos you can do with free Hero Lives. We also play 1 Reinforcements of the Army. It's another emergency call, but it searches any warrior from the deck, so yeah, I'm not gonna complain. Like, if this card was up free, heroes, no, it's just insane. 1 Polymerization, because of this card is literally just Polymerization. We search out the Vision Hero Vion. 1 Miracle Fusion, because this card we search with Sunriser from the deck. 1 Dark Cooling, because we obviously play it for the Evil Hero Captain Gold package. 1 Called by the Grave, because when we get Crossout Designator, I plan to play 3 Crossout Designator. So yeah, we're playing the 1 Called by the Grave right now until I can get the Crossout Designators, until they're in the game. So I basically want to be able to stop your opponent's hand traps, and this card says I stop my opponent's hand traps to an extent. Sure, I can't stop Gamma or Nibiru, but it's still really good. Plus, I can banish my opponent's Golden Lord from the graveyard, which is really nice too. So that's just great. And then the final spell we play is 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, because I do want a way to just clear my opponent's back row outside of Acid, and Harpy's Feather Duster being just such a powerful card this format, and being able to just say, oh, cool, you have 5 back row, oh, you don't have Judgment? Sick, Harpy's Feather Duster. Cool, let's go to game 2, because the hero's just OTK at that point. So this is just a really powerful card and a really good card to play in the deck, and I've been really liking it in general. Like, I've been trying to fit in Cosmic Cyclones as well, but when I put in the Fusion Destiny package, the Cosmic Cyclones were then unfittable, so I had to cut them. But if you did want to cut this package, you could play Cosmic Cyclones too if you really wanted to, but Harpy Silver Duster can be enough at times. But yeah, so that's the main deck. For the main deck, I've been really working on it and trying to figure out the best ratio of cards in heroes to kind of figure out where they go, what places they go, and this is really good list in my personal opinion that I've kind of figured out, and I've been really loving it from where I've gone so far. So yeah, but going on to the extra deck though, because this is a hero extra deck, pretty much every card is a hero monster, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, is pretty much this. So we play the 2 Cross Crusader, because Cross Crusader just says on summon a Destiny hero from your graveyard, and then once you've summoned the Destiny hero monster from your graveyard, you just go ahead and tribute it to search any hero for your deck. You're going to be searching a Liquid Soldier, a Plasma, or an Adusted Gold majority of the time. That's how you do it. That's what you do in the majority of the time, because that's where you go with your plays. And we also do play though the Wonder Driver, because Wonder Driver is it's a decent extra deck link monster that says whenever a hero monster is summoned to a point you choose to, you literally get to set a Mask Change, a Polymerization, or your Miracle Fusion back from the graveyard. So it's just a really easy way to get you into additional engines, and will get back your resources. And also, if it dies, you just go ahead and special summon a hero monster from your hand, which is also really nice. And we play 1 Dread Decimator because this just helps with OTKs and it does piercing damage, which can really come in clutch at time, guys. I'm not joking. I have won games just to piercing damage. But yeah. We also play 1 Masked Hero Blast because this card just says I can target a back row card and then return it to the hand, which is really nice. Also, on summon, it halves an opponent's monster's attack, so I can just go ahead and beat over that monster really easy, which can be really useful at times. And we also play the 2 Masked Hero Darklaw. He's Darklaw you're going to be playing too, especially in a build that has so many dark monsters in it that's unreal. So 2 Darklaw, he is essential, and he just says banish all my opponent's cards. Against Drytron, this is amazing. Against Virtual World, this is amazing because they literally just lose all their resources and they hurt like hell. But yeah, we also play 1 Masked Hero Acid because Acid is literally insane, being a card that just says I get to go ahead and send all my opponent's spell trap cards to the graveyard with ease, and Mask Change says I can do it during their end phase, which is really nice. 1 Masked Hero Anki because this card says I can attack directly, and attacking directly is really nice. 1 Dangerous for the Fusion Destiny. 1 Sunriser for the potential OTK combos, because this card can actually be a really strong card just for the fact that you go ahead and say, oh, Sunriser, what do? I go ahead and search Miracle Fusion, but I also boost all my monsters on the board for every attribute on the board, and then also if another hero monster attacks, I get to pop 1 card on the board. So Sunriser is just a really powerful monster in the deck. Now, obviously, if you do go into the Fusion Destiny route, you cannot make him because he is a light monster, but nonetheless, you do still play this card because when you do make him, you're normally 9 times out of 10 going to win. And if you make him with a Plasma, well, that Plasma is bigger, so harder for your opponent to clear the Plasma, and my Sunriser is better in the long run. So Sunriser just really strong. 1 Absolute Zero because favorite card. Also because he's actually generally really useful for the fact of when he's sent to the graveyard, say you link him away into like a Dread Decimator or into a Sunriser, or not Sunriser, Dread Decimator, Cross Crusader, anything along those lines, you just go ahead and Raigeki your opponent's board, which is really good, and it's not even hard to do because you've got like Sunriser, which just allows you to search the Miracle Fusion, so you can just banish the Liquid Soldier in graveyard that you would have probably used to make the Sunriser, and then go ahead from there and, you know, clear your opponent's board. And he's just a really strong card in general as well, because if you are up against a water deck, for instance, he can get really big, which is kind of cool too. But yeah, 1 Vision Hero Trinity, because Vision Hero Trinity says I can attack 3 times, and he becomes 5k when he is summoned, so that's just an instant OTK potential right there. 1 Destiny Hero Dystopia, he is a pop, which is really nice, and also he does burn damage, so if you are going into time on the round, for instance, well, Dystopia just says, yeah, it's sudden time on the round, safe man, GG, well played. And then the final card we play is obviously the 1 Evil Hero Malicious Bane, because Malicious Bane does say, well, I'm Raigeki on legs, I can boost myself, I can't be destroyed by anything, so there's no reason not to play me. But guys, that is the entire hero deck. This is honestly my most favorite deck of all time. I love heroes beyond all belief, and I've been testing this deck like hell, trying to figure out the best ratio, trying to figure out what you should really play, how you should be playing it, what ratio of cards you should be playing it. And I know this video has been quite long, but this is a very in-depth hero deck profile, and I really wanted to go fully in, seeing as we're in the new year. I wanted to talk about heroes, I wanted to explain heroes to a T, so I hope you guys did enjoy it. And guys, if you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to press the like button, subscribe to the channel, tell me your thoughts of the deck in the comments section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on heroes and this list in general, because one, I always read the comments and I really want to see what other people think of heroes, so one, I can improve my own hero deck to make it better, and two, so you guys can tell me if you liked the video, if you're trying it and it's working for you. But guys, this has just been my version of Elemental Heroes, Omni Heroes, whatever you want to call them. I really do love this deck. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. As I said, please check out all the links in the description. My Instagram is there, my Twitch is there, my Facebook is there, which I've pretty much never used. Just check out the Instagram, and everything along those lines, and also the Discord now as well, where you guys can ask me questions when I'm not streaming as well. So if there's something that you're not sure about, or there's something you want to ask, there is a question section on the Discord. And guys, that's the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Rob1 signing out. I'll see you guys later. I love heroes beyond belief, guys. You don't even understand. Later.